If you have been thinking of a way to relocate to Canada without the stress of huge school fees, then I've got really good news for you. This video is the answer to your prayers for a Canada work visa. If you watched my last video, I did mention that the Canadian government has just removed the limitations of work hours for foreign students. They have taken away the 20-hour per week cap, and they are now allowing foreign students to work for as many hours as possible. The major reason for this is because the Canadian government is going through a huge shortage of labor in their job market. Right now, Canada's government is beginning to sorosoke, and they are happy to offer places to employees from anywhere across the world. Whether you are from Europe, Asia, Middle East, or Africa, my lovely Africa, they are happy to interview you and offer you a place if your profile matches what they are looking for. Please note that for these job applications, you will not pay anything. It is 100% free. You do not need to settle, bribe, or go around the corners. In just a moment, I'm going to explain to you the documents you need to prepare, the steps to take, how you can be one of the top candidates for this, and every other thing you need to do, including what you can do right now. But do not forget what we do on this channel. This is your number one YouTube channel where you find top quality information regarding fellowships, scholarships, Japaships, and experiences that help you discover Africa abroad. In case you are seeing my face for the very first time, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is E to the M to the D to the double E, Emdee Tiamiyu. If you are a returning subscriber, you've been here a couple of times and you are still back, you know I love you a lot. Welcome back. This is the time to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any other vital information from this channel. This video is proudly sponsored by Student. Student has just solved all of your student accommodation problems in 2022. There is no more need to sleep under the bridge when you travel abroad for your education. With Student, you can have access to over 16,000 properties littered across all of the world, whether you are traveling to Europe, America, or anywhere in between. Student got you. If you go to Student website right now and you can use the link in the description, you'll be able to book for yourself a befitting accommodation in 3 simple steps. Amber has one of the best customer service experiences, and here is the best part for me. If you book an accommodation with Amber, they get it ready for you even before you lift your travel box. And in case something goes south, you don't begin to start your education, maybe visas cancelled, COVID happens, for example, whatever it is, Student is able to refund 100% of your money back. The experience is beautiful. Please try it and be glad today. Ladies and gentlemen, and without further ado, let's get to business.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air.
The cocoa of the matter is, employers in the province of New Brunswick in Canada are now seriously looking for skilled labor to hire. As you may already know, New Brunswick is one of the 13 provinces and territories of Canada. It is also the only province in Canada where English and French are the official languages. Now, this means that whether you speak French or you speak English, this opportunity is for you. Please do not disqualify yourself. For you to be able to apply for this, they will need 3 major information from you. First is your professional training. Now, they want to know if you went to school, so your degree can come in here. They also want to know if you have any certifications at all, or if you're a part of any trade association or body, whatever has trained you and qualified you to be doing what you are doing. Think about that and get prepared in that regard. I'm going to explain the requirements in further details in just a moment. The second thing is your professional experience, which is how you have used that education or training. So if you have been to school to train as XYZ, they want to see how you have used it. So some years of experience would not be bad. Then the third thing they're looking from you is your answer and responses to some basic immigration question. Finish. 3 things: training in terms of your job and what you already do, your experience, and responses to basic immigration questions. Now here is a kicker. If you have a spouse or a partner, you can also apply for them together because they're going to ask you. They would need the same kind of information that they needed from you from your spouse. So they would also ask you about the training of your spouse, their professional experience, and their own responses to immigration questions. But you are the one that will fill it in. If your partner is a professional or skilled person just like you, it may actually increase your chances. Why? Because this gives them 2 people at a go. So this is 2 skilled labor coming into Canada as against 1. But if your partner is a full-time housewife or full-time house husband, whatever it is, it doesn't spoil your chances. But what you need to know is these are the major information they're going to need from you. With this opportunity, you'll be able to virtually engage employers within the province of New Brunswick and get a chance to secure yourself a job even before you leave your country. They're looking for skilled labor from across all fields, and there are no restrictions to this. So you could be a filmmaker, a teacher, an artisan, a lawyer, a stockbroker, a banker, whatever it is you are, do not disqualify yourself. They are going to look at your profile and match you up against all of the employers that are out there asking. This looks like a unique and beautiful opportunity for you, as long as you're able to provide some evidence of professional training, professional experience, and you are able to answer the immigration questions. Now the requirements. For this opportunity, the Canadian government needs you to submit only 3 documents. However, before you run to it, you need to note that all of these 3 documents needs to be in PDF format. I believe you know what that means. The very first one is the ECA. ECA is the Educational Credentials Assessment. Some people like to call it WES, some people like to call it ICAS. Basically, it's a document that verifies or validates your education and also helps to convert it to the Canadian equivalent. So think about this, for example. You have gone to a polytechnic, a monotechnic, or a university in your country, right? How will the Canadian government know that that school is genuine and that course is accredited? How will they also know how your results compare to the result of somebody who studied in Canada? This is exactly what the ECA does. There's so many platforms that can help you process your ECA, but one of the popular ones is WES, the World Educational Services. I'll put the link to WES in the description. However, I will be making a full elaborate video on how you process ECA in a couple of weeks. The second thing you need for this is your professional CV. Please do not go and submit your okokopioko kind of CV. You can reach out in the description if you need help with a Canadian styled kind of CV, because this is a really important requirement that will set you apart. Everybody can get an ECA. It's very straightforward. Just use the link, send your transcript or your result, and then your ECA is ready. But you see, that CV is what will catch the attention of the employers, and this is what will determine whether they will call you for that interview or not. Third and the last requirement is your language test result or an appointment schedule for a language test. This would typically be an IELTS general result. As a tip, if you are seriously on a Japa mode, you should always have a valid IELTS result that you can quickly just pull from your drawer and apply for things like this. So if you have a valid IELTS result that is not expired yet, you can push that in. In this case, the government of Canada is lenient. Even if you have not passed the exam, you have not sat for it, you only have an appointment booked, they are happy to take that your appointment. PDF copy, you remember. If you have a spouse or if you are applying with your spouse, they will need the exact number of requirements as well from them. Their ECA, their CV, and their test, English test result or English test appointment. If you have all of this, you have just met all of the needed requirements. The next big question, how do you apply? The government of Canada has created a registration form. This form has 10 pages. I'll put the link in the description, but before you go to it, please note that once you fill a page of the registration form and you go to the next page, you cannot return to the previous page or edit what you have provided in the previous page. So please make sure your answers are correct and you have checked them, because that's the way the form works. Now, for every page, they will ask you sort of different questions. Make sure your requirements documents I mentioned previously are ready and you are clear about the questions. You would have a total of 14 days to complete the form, so you can save and stop until you are done. You can always return to it. There will be a link in your email where you can click and go back to wherever you stopped. But make sure that once you click next, you are happy with what you have on that page. Again, because it is bilingual, you can switch the language on the form from English to French. Once you fill this form, then boom, you are closer to your success. Once you have submitted your application, what next? Good question. The province of New Brunswick would keep your profile and your document for a period of 6 months. Within these 6 months, they would keep flashing and sharing and making available your profile to employers within the province. Any of the employers that find your profile exciting and interesting would reach out to you for a virtual interview. This means that you do not need to travel around Elta Sketa for anything. Every of the interview will happen virtually while you are sitting in the comfort of your homes. If you are successful at any of the interviews and you get a job offer, that means you would have a job waiting for you in Canada and you would be on your way to Canada Permanent Residency. This is great news. I have no idea how you are going to be sleeping on this. But remember, as you apply for this, do not forget that one of the major things that will stand you up is your CV. So I have supported a number of people from this channel in reworking and remodeling their CV so that it speaks the language that the employers wants to hear. Now, if you use the link in the description, I'm able to offer you very professional CV review, which will take whatever you have today and remodel it so that you are one of those top people they would be offering jobs in a couple of months. I can't even wait to celebrate you and share your testimony. And for everybody who has signed up for my CV review service, I have provided, and this is also a promise for you, free of charge, a professional cover letter to go with your new rebranded CV, and this works like magic. You can also reach me for personalized coaching service regarding your fellowship and scholarship drive, and in case you get invited by any of these employers in Canada and you want to prepare yourself for that big interview, please reach out. I also have sessions that can help you prepare and warm up for that big interview. Make sure you have liked, subscribed, and shared this video so that we can help somebody together. Until the next time when I bring you yet another helpful content like this, you know what it is. You have a right to be motivated.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found.